Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Again, sorry for shouting into my microphone. I've got a brand new headset still getting used to it. Right, last time out then, we built this, which is the Wokingham line. We have connected Wokingham to the rest of the network via Perth, Todmorden, Much Wenlock, and then Bournemouth before connecting over here at Sleaford, which is where the line to and from Manchester runs from. And in fact, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking the Sleaford to Manchester could be a little branch line maybe, or we have a line from Bournemouth that also goes to Manchester. I'm trying to think of ways of doing this where we can get a good express sort of system going without disrupting things too greatly, but it's not looking plausible right now, at least not off the top of my head. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're going to sort that out today too, because I really do want to go and rebuild Walsall. If I come all the way over to Walsall, you'll see it's probably not going to be as bad now, but there are occasions where trains queue trying to get into the station here, which can be a little bit of a problem. And we do have quite a few passengers waiting to travel here, there and everywhere. So I'm going to rebuild Walsall next episode so that it is entirely passengers. No freight. Freight will be delivered down here and then it will be trucked up into town. Yeah, this is a problem as well. Let's see if I can't fix this as well while we're over here. Today we are actually working with freight, coincidentally, so it's kind of cool that we are in this this facility working on this. How many hundreds of vehicles do you reckon are on this line right now then? 169. Yes, I can see already why there is an issue here. Let's fix this. Also going to get... So what's horse-drawn cart? Yeah, so this carries more. That's not stone. I think... yeah, you carry stone. So we're going to convert you to those. Get some chuggers going, and then we'll do the same thing for this one, which again is probably going to have only 72. I'm still going to remove some, because that's still way too many. And then again, there we go. That should sort of help, I think. I think something else that would help is a road from here to here. Oh, hello. I don't know what that notification was for, but I imagine it's something important. Yeah, that could work. Or we connect it over to here and then let it loop around or something. I don't quite know what. The traffic lights here weren't actually as helpful as I hoped they would be. Also, this freight station is incredibly packed as well, so that's good. We got lots of stuff being carried. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm going to ignore that for now. Pretend that doesn't exist. And what we're doing today then is working on our freight network. Oh my days, I've just seen this one as well. Again, it's traffic lights, I think, are the cause of the problem here. But it's fine. Freight network. We're going from Spalding. And we got this pair of lines here that connects up to the main line here. And we're going to follow this all the way down. We are actually going to have a freight terminal around here as well, primarily to get some of this stuff off the roads. So I think that would be beneficial. I'm actually going to do something else really quickly while we're here. Let's pause you. Destroy you. Any second now. Come on, game. There we go. Alright. Buildings, truck station. We want... something, nope, like this. I just found out what that notification was. There we go. So you're going to go there. Now hopefully you, yes, you inherit the stuff. And then we're going to get this line. I was going to say, is that going to work as well? Oh man. Yeah, game's running slow here because we've got a lot of... Oh, hello. Game. please. Whoa. Game might have just crashed on me, guys. That's new. Let's see what happens. Come on. Come on. I think the game has genuinely crashed on me. Oh, black screen. Yep, I think the game's crashed on me, guys. I will be right back. And we are back. There we go. A little bit of a hiccup there to start the episode. It wouldn't be an M4J episode if everything went smoothly now, would it? So we've got this fixed and up and running. And this is basically what I wanted to do here. This is all going to get replaced shortly anyway. But for now, this is what I wanted to do. So we've just simplified things here a little bit more. Had a single stop for everything. Vehicles should be able to filter in now and unload, whatever it might be. And also, we've reduced the number of vehicles here, although you wouldn't know it to look at it. But yeah, believe it or not, the number of vehicles here has been reduced. And now we're about to replace it all with rail anyway, so what difference does it make? To do that then, we have the freight line here that joins the passenger line. So first of all, we need to signal this. Which I think I'm going to do just very quickly manually. So I'm not going to worry too much about auto signaling it. Although it's good to see that auto signal there was still enabled, which I thought you had to do every time you loaded a save, but apparently not. I'm going to do that, and we're going to place that one there. Here, again, I'm just going to try and place them vaguely similarly to how they are on that side. And then over here, it'll be one there, I guess, and one there, I guess. Well, that's not really 300 meters apart, is it? So I think I'm going to, just for this bit, use a little bit of auto sig, which is one of the best mods ever made, gotta be honest. Absolute genius. There we go, and now I can stick that one in like so. And yeah, if I move this one back a smidge, just stops it fouling the main line there. Excellent. So when we get down to here, I'm actually going to build a freight station in this area. So for now, just a temporary measure, I'm going to remove this have my vehicles loop around. The freight terminal is going to connect to this road here. So to do that, I'm going to drag you out like this. And I'm going to drag you out like that. And then maybe one this way as well. Although that's probably a bit excessive. I don't know. Buildings, cargo station, 6 tracks, 280, no to the overhead, that's on automatic, that's on none. There we go. Actually, this I want large. Perfect. And we're going to slap you down there. And what's great about this is you are connected to the steel mill, which was basically the point of this. I'm going to have a train running from this coal mine up to this freight station, which is one of the reasons why this exists here, to drop off. And it's a good distance between Spalding and Hessel here, and we've got lots of industries around. So you've got oil that can be loaded on. We've got, sorry, that's crude oil. We've got oil that can be loaded on. There's food down here as well. There's grain. There's another coal mine. There's logs. There's loads of things that can be loaded onto a train here. And with its geographical position, it's in a good position to then continue the freight line this way, around the back of the meat processing plant, and then join up with the main line here, heading towards Castleford. Although it's only going to be briefly, because at Castleford it's going to diverge again and run, I guess, this way round and head over towards Trowbridge. And we're going to remove the freight here at Trowbridge as well. Sorry, I was just seeing how long I'd actually been recording this bit for, although it's pointless because I can't remember how long the first bit was. It was about 5 minutes, wasn't it? There or thereabouts. I'm just seeing where would be good to actually diverge here. I'm thinking this area, purely because we can then swing it round and in. So if I was to drag you across like this, obviously this signal here would move back slightly. There we go. Don't think I've messed things up there too much. And then you're going to come out and around, I guess like that. I don't know here if I want to use... I really should use these still. But it's such a weird angle. I'm probably going to focus more right now. Let's just pause things for a second. I'm probably going to focus more right now. Remove that, remove that, remove that, remove that. Let's get the railway in first, and then we'll build the road again after. Like so. And then remember that this goes this side. Like so. And then yeah, this one I'm going to have curve around like that. And then you're going to do something similar, but I kind of want you going into this one, maybe? Or could I stretch you to... No, it's going to have to go to this one. I just didn't want them going into the middle too, because that's always really obvious. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different here. Now, for this... I'll have you go across like that. And then you should connect, yeah, like so. Nice. And we should be able to get another set of signals in before the end there, which is also nice. Right, for you then, I'm going to get you like this. You're obviously going to connect here just before the crossing. This one's going to connect here just before the crossing. And then this one... Oh, wouldn't it have been good if I could have made it do that? I could make it do this. Yeah, it doesn't quite work there. But I could, in theory... I mean, that works. Let's do this. And then here... Wow, that just doesn't want to work at all now. Interesting. Ah, there you go. That's what I wanted. And then up here, we'll just have that. And then we should be able to fit a signal here and a signal down here. And you're probably wondering, first of all, that's the wrong type of signal. You're probably wondering, what about this road, Mark? But the plan eventually would be to have this road bridge over the railway here, or tunnel under. I'm not particularly fussed which is which. So I'm hoping that we're not going to have too many conflicting movements here. Hopefully. Alright, so that's done. On the other side, it's going to be a little bit easier. A little bit more predictable as well. So we're just going to have you curve around like that. Again, speed limit's not that important right now. I think those are traction engines that keep whistling and it's really annoying. So you're going to come in like this. As for this one... game? Ah. Oh! That's our first plane, everybody. That'll be a future episode. Wow, the game is really chugging at certain times. I think that might be line manager kicking in, or it could be the notifications. Let's remove that for a second. No, it's definitely line managers doing something. I'm going to pause the game for a minute just while I build this, because I don't particularly want any more crashes, because they're annoying. Can I get this across? Yeah, there we go. For this side, I'm just going to do something like this. This one, I'd love to have it go in. I mean, to be honest, for this one, I could just have it come in like this. This one. There we are. So you're a double slip. That one doesn't need to be. Excellent. And then if we have you come around like that. Good, good, good. And then, yeah, this can just be a simple crossover like that. Hey, nice. Right, so yeah, if we come around like this now. It's definitely the number of road vehicles. Oh, hello. Too much slope. It's definitely the number of road vehicles that's causing a problem, but I don't really know how to go about fixing that. Not without disabling line manager anyway, which is kind of a key part of what I'm doing with this network. So letting lines kind of manage themselves. It's definitely to do with the number of vehicles in the areas though. So I might just occasionally go back and monitor the number of vehicles on each line. And if I feel like it's too many, I'll have to cut them back. Here we go then. Main lines this way and this way. And you can see we're approaching our connecting point. Question is, where do we do it? So if we close in like this, I think near here would be a good spot. So I think this area. So if I was to remove that signal and also this signal actually, and we'll build the line in, connection in first, like that, and then like, oops, like that, and then yeah, you'll connect in like so, and then over here, you'll connect in like that. Right. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. And zoom back in. So the first signal is going to go here. And is obviously going to run down to... yeah, actually, pretty much smack bang where it is. And then on the return... very similar. Hopefully that worked. It looked like it did. Yeah. Excellent. Perfect signal placement, if I do say so myself. Alrighty, so that connects us towards Castleford, but not quite at Castleford, because we're going to branch off again here. Just sharing tracks for a little bit. Parallel tracks, no, that's fine. So yeah, you're going to come across like this. No, you're not. You're going to come across like this. And then here, you're going to go parallel like so. And then, yeah, here is where you're going to turn quite sharply, in fact, to avoid... I kind of want this to be flatter if possible. There we go. It might result in a tunnel here, which in future could be quite useful if we just tunneled under the town. But what year are we? 1920. Yeah, tunnels under cities exists at this point. Tunnels under rivers exist at this point. I guess if we keep coming around this way. Yeah, that's too steep in the other direction now. Let's take this back. I want it to be like a gentle-ish downslope. That could work. And then here it'll turn into, yeah, there we go, a tunnel. And then that tunnel should resurface somewhere here. Yep, that'll do. And then here we can start sort of climbing and coming around the hill, but not too greatly, please and thank you. Like so. There we are, and then, yeah, you can connect back up like that. You can connect back up like that. That should be fine. So I heard something interesting recently on Reddit, which is apparently the next update. So we've got all these alternative platforms and things right now. So if a platform's full, it'll go to a different platform instead, which I think is great. The rumor is that the next update, the big update, which is coinciding, I believe, with the console release of the game, is also going to have it where it will take alternate routes to stations, never mind alternate platforms at stations, which, if that turns out to be true, that's going to be an epic inclusion in the game. That's not right at all, that's going to be an epic inclusion in the game. That'll be fantastic, and that will really help with some of my wayfinding going into certain stations as well. So Walsall Central, for example, I've really struggled getting trains to enter the platforms the way I wanted them to because of the alternate platforms thing. But this is, it will use alternate routes to go into alternate platforms, I think was what the person said. Which again, if that turns out to be the case, will be really, really useful. Okay, so Trowbridge is going to keep its freight station, because it is quite a long way since the last one, which is all the way over here. So Trowbridge's freight station, I think, is going to be built more this side of town. But we're going to skirt around town to get to it. And it's going to be built in such a way that the existing freight routes will be able to access it too. So I'm just looking to see if there's a feasible way. So this used to be an industry here, as you can see. But I think something actually a little bit further. Actually, yeah, there could do it. Like so, and then it'll curve back in like that. And then this will be the site of the freight station, which I think, because of the number of routes coming into it, should be an 8 platformer. Like so. And here it's going to kind of be the usual thing of lines in all directions. So you're going to branch off this way. And again, speed not that important here, so we'll kind of do something a bit like this. Although that's not quite what I had in mind. Let's do it a bit more like that, and then yeah, you can come around like this. And then we'll keep you curving around so. And then here, because I can imagine the town of Trowbridge expanding into this area here, so I don't want to get too close. That looks like I used to have a tram line that way. Sad that's not still going. Oh no, 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 no. This might have to be a slightly greater curve. There we go. I'm sure this will all get amended at some point in the future. But for now, as a temporary route around the town, it should work out quite well. And then we'll climb up the hill here. And then we'll swing around and we'll connect up. Whoops. Like that. There we go. Alrighty, so over here then, I want this line here to also come this way, because this will be how the other lines connect. So you can see right now it goes to Trowbridge here, but eventually we're going to have a line that goes up and over here, has some freight platforms also at Wem, and then we'll connect to this and have a second pair of tracks over here, and then that will go directly into the freight terminal. Along with that, there will be a pair of tracks from here that will come up and over this and then come into here. So this is probably what I'm building now, actually, is that pair of tracks. Interestingly, that needs to go down quite sharply. Yeah, what I've done here is not thought this through at all. That sounds very familiar. That sounds very familiar indeed. So let's try that again, shall we? This time, I'm going to do it properly. This is going to be an expensive project, but it is what it is. There we go. And now that will continue to loop around. We'll continue to loop around like so. You can see it's starting to come downhill. We won't have it going down that steeply because there will be other areas where but it'll come down sharply and then end up going back uphill again, and we don't really want that, so. And then, yeah, here it'll come around like that. Cool. And then, which track was it? It was this one, I think. I might end up doing it more towards this one. And then from here, you can just run parallel all the way to there. Nice. And then here, you're going to come around like this, and you're going to be level. Like so. And then it will be this one. Like that. This is going to be a slight downslope, maybe? Or a bit more than that. We could probably go as far as that. Yeah, easy. Easy, easy, easy. And then here we could probably go flat for a little bit. I think that's a good height still. No. Oh dear. Not even close. So I think the bridge here is going to have to be flat. Man alive. So this is going to be flat. Or at least less severe gradient. Pull you back slightly. And then you are going to be flat. And completely, yeah, completely flat, sorry. That's what I was trying to say. Connect you up like so. Connect you up like so. And then this section, excuse me, just cracking my knuckles. Awful habit, shouldn't really do it, but what can you do? Right, there we go. And you are going to be embankment to here. And I'm hoping, yeah, can bridge across. Annoying that that doesn't let me do what I wanted to do there. Nor does that actually, but that might work better. I don't know. Let's just do something like that. It's a straight bridge. It should be fairly sturdy. Worst case scenario, we can always come back and add strengtheners and stuff in future. And then here, because again, this is all flat, we can add a junction in, be a flat junction, where, to be honest, only this section here needs to be flat. And then it can go into like this. There we are. And then this will all be just parallel. We'll come back to that probably 2 episodes time, because that's not really what we're here for today. Likewise with this section, it's not really what we're here for today, but we'll keep it up for now. There we go. There we go. And then you out like so. And then this bit here is going to be down and round like this. And it'll eventually join up with the main line there. But again, we'll come back to that later on. So, this is the new freight terminal here. Before we do anything else, I am just going to quickly save the game, because my teeth are on edge now after what happened earlier. Always makes me nervous when a game crashes, especially when it hasn't really crashed before, because then you start thinking it's going to happen all the time. Come on, game. Save, 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 save. There we go. Alrighty. Let's connect up more of these tracks then. So we want all tracks connected to all tracks, basically. So I think if I did something like that to that, there's a double slip we could put in there. If this then comes across like this, and then this one did something similar. Although to be honest, this one, actually if I make... There we go. And if I do one here like this, this could then form a crossover like this. If I can get that middle one up to 35, or the top one up to 35, there we go. Happy with that. And now, this one will come out this way. Oh, I didn't connect. And then I guess from here we should be able to build one like this. So from here we want one that does this, which could probably become like a double, triple, quadruple slip, whatever it ends up being, all the way over to there. This one, now if I could squeeze that through, it's a shame I can't even do that one actually because of the layout. Oh well. That's so almost possible. Yeah, that could end up being a bit of a problem. Unless we took this one and we extended it all the way down and round so that it comes in there instead. Which I feel we can do, or at least we can make it run parallel. There you go. And then from here we can run it in like that. There we are. This one can then connect up. If I did it like this, or even better, it's not going to work like that, is it? That was silly. So I can do one like this. And then maybe one like this. There we go. So what's missing right now? If that's a double slip, and that's a double slip, and that's a double slip, let's go through them. So this can go that way, and it can go that way. This one can go that way, and it can go that way. This one can go both ways, so can this one. This one can't go that way. So that's what's missing here. But we might be able to do it. Kind of like this. Wait, which one? Oh, it was this track here, wasn't it? There we are. Now it can go off to the right and straight on. This track here can just go off to the right and to the left. And then these two can go both ways as well. Yeah, awesome. Do still need a couple of crossovers here, of course. So we'll do that one like that. This one like that. Okay. Yeah, that works. It's really high up here. I hadn't realised how high up we are, but we are connected to the road. In fact, the road continues to go high, so we're going to end up tunnelling or digging cuttings here to get down towards Upton, which is our next big obstacle. But Upton, in fact, it already has the freight platforms on the right side for us. We just need to build more of them. So I guess we'll do that now. So what's that? That's 6 times 4, which is 240. Where's... what am I looking for? I'm looking for platforms. There it is. This is going to mess things up in a sec. Maybe. Or maybe not. I was expecting to hear the click click, but nope. Interesting. Seems to be happy with this so far. Very interesting. Now, one other thing to factor in is... yeah, trains from Ilchester right now are going to continue coming down this way. So we are going to have to reroute those through Trowbridge probably today. Which is not convenient because we haven't got WEM ready. So maybe this time we get WEM ready as well. Which does mean rebuilding WEM. That sounds like a priority to me, so we're going to do that. No, just, yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of track reorganization. There we go, and then tracks is going to be this. And then platforms. Usual passenger platforms. And then miscellaneous, which is right the way down the end, which is always annoying. We want an underpass, and then we want some roofs. Now, apparently there's 3 underpasses here, which seems a bit excessive, but yeah, there we go. And then, I suppose we could do it this way. So that's only 5, and we need more than that. So we do need to redo this still. Actually, that one could have stayed. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Turn off parallel. There we go. And then this in this direction. And then we put a signal... without auto sig on there, and then another one just before the crossing. Actually no, I don't want one here because again I want to build this, which is a shame I can't get it to do that because that would have been cool, but never mind. There we go. So that's that, but we also want 3, 4, 5, 6 at least, which means another track piece there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then you are going to come like this, and then you should be able to come across, yeah, like that. And then here, it's just going to be a parallel run the whole way down until we get to the divergence. So just keep it hooked. A bit tight round here, but I don't think we're ever going to have trains going that fast, are we? Freight trains? Maybe we will in the future, actually, in the 1950 era, when we hopefully move on to diesel and electrics. But the way this game's behaving right now, I don't know if we're actually going to get that far. I'd love to, but yeah, there are going to be performance changes, of course, in future updates as well, but because I'm using the line manager mod, there's a chance that's the reason why my save game's misbehaving, in which case, you know, there isn't anything really that can make it behave better. Right, we're going to connect you up like that as well. So we've got an extra passenger platform out of this, basically, which is not the worst thing in the world to have. And then this here is going to connect up like so. And you like that. And this now is going right the way over to the bridge. I feel like this is still a project that's going to be completed in phases. Oops, there we go. So yeah, right now this is still like this. And then you're going to go like that. And then you're going to go like that. And this other crossover at the other side of the bridge here, we might end up keeping in place still, just in case we do want to keep the access to the main running line. It's a nice option to have, isn't it? Okay. Across the bridge. There we go. And the other one. There we go. So yeah, here you're going to come out. So this is construction not possible. We will see about that. I think that's personally a case of it being just difficult for reasons. So you are going to connect like that. You are going to connect like that. And then here, you're still going to connect across like this. And then you are still going to connect across like that. There we go. Cool. So that's all connected up and will be signaled shortly. Might as well do that now, actually. So you're probably going to be this type of signal now. And the first one is there. And that should signal it all the way up. Yep. To the station here, and then on the way back. Guess if I did it like that, that should take us up nicely to the junction. Yeah, look at that. The right side of the overhead wire and everything. Lovely. And then also, so here it's not close enough apparently, but I think it is. And then for this one there. And then one there. That should get us over there. Oh, not quite. That's not quite where I wanted it to be. I want it to be there. There we are. Right, how long? Okay. Again, I felt like I've been going for a lot longer then, but apparently not. I'll let you guys decide if that's a good thing or not. The fact that I don't even know how long I've been recording for at this stage. Damn you, game crashes. That's all I can say. Right, we're going to have a signal just coming off this bridge. Right bang there. And then I think I could probably split this into half. Which is about where... About there, I'd say. Sure. And then this is the new Trowbridge. So, I need to get Ilchester to Trowbridge. Oh, we never actually ran the other one up here. That's interesting. So that Trowbridge, yeah, we need you to do that now. So from Wem, you can't get to Trowbridge. Ah, that's why. There we go. And then at Trowbridge, yeah, just have everything. Sure. Cool. Now, yeah, I thought you might be an issue. So Wem on the way down, platform 2, but we will have platform 3. Just in case. I don't think we'll need it, but just in case. Bear in mind there are freight trains coming the other way as well. So train 17 and train 18. We'll just sell those. And then we'll grab this and we'll clone you twice. There we go. So where are you right now? Tring. Could be worse. Alrighty. Now we need to get the freight lines here moved to over here somewhere. So if I was to build an absolutely massive truck stop, I could fit you there, but could I fit you in theory? Not quite. So I was thinking if I was to remove this for a second, I was thinking something like build another connecting road like that and then have one truck stop there. This could be horrendous for traffic. I've already decided that. I've already worked that out rather, but I just want to see, like, is that possible? And then for this, no. There we go. Although that slope is hideous as well, so I'm going to build this out a little bit further. Sure. Let's just make it look like that. Right. The coal one. I know you can't actually come here yet, but we're going to do this. And then mixed. Actually, let's have you go to this one. And again, same thing. Oh, I actually have to do that first before I can do the other thing. Right, so you need to be non-electrified tram. There we go. So now, if I select you, and we'll just select you as everything. Same with you. Cool. And again, quick save. Now the other one we never connected up, so this line here was never used for freight, which is interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do with you either, by the way. How are you going to get back to... Actually, no, you can get back to Ilchester, which is what you're set for now. So that's fine. Which is probably what you're going to do. You're waiting for free path. I really want to find out what's causing the lag here. It could be vehicles rerouting. It could be that there's a lot of vehicles bunched up, which there are here, for example. Although are these ones... they're kind of running. They're kind of running. There's going to be... yeah, there we go. Like here, for example. It's because we're going to have like 6 million vehicles on one line, and it's going to be way too many. But there's not an awful lot. There we go. And you're carrying logs, so we'll probably just go with vans for now. The diesel age is upon us and all that jazz. And there'll be another lot like down here, for example, where they're all just stepping on each other. Let's do that, and then what stop is this? Tring East. So this one is... should actually be okay regarding the number of vehicles. Just got a bit of like a mix-up going on here. It's just too many vehicles. That's the problem, is too many vehicles. I reckon if I came here, we could see which line has the most vehicles. So you've got too many, I would say. That and the fact that we could probably upgrade half of these to steam. So what's SO? Silver ore. So that's somewhat resolved. Yeah, 36 seconds. Should be doable now. This one, Trowbridge, that's where we just were. There's a lot of vehicles on that line. My goodness. This one. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're definitely a cause. If you're not causing lag, I don't know what in this game could, because that's almost inconceivable. 319 vehicles on this line. That's ridiculously high. I am going to wrap this video up in a minute, because I think I have gone on for quite some time, but I just want to kind of express my concerns at how Line Manager does work here sometimes. I know that you can limit lines to certain rates and things like that, but I feel like there are times where I shouldn't have to do that in order to get a bloody hell, in order to get a result, or at least to have it not lag, because yeah, this is a bit silly. Or at least get it to a point, you know, where it's not too bad. Can you carry oil? No. You can. Okay. Latent, what's A? Alcohol. Yeah, alcohol. At least we're going under the railway there as well, so that's not too bad either. Yeah, I wanted to keep horse and cart on some of these lines, but when you've got 200 vehicles, it's very hard to justify having that many vehicles on a single line. Now you can carry alcohol, so the rate should still be good. Yeah, 374, which has to be more than this is producing. 400 that can produce maximum, so there's no need to have this many vehicles on these lines. We've still got lag creeping in, look. If anyone knows what could be causing this game to lag now, do let me know, because that is kind of annoying. It could just be traffic still, as it all works itself out. It could be a pathfinding thing. Who knows? Yeah, this over here as well, that's just ridiculous. This was actually something I fixed in the first part of the video, and then obviously the crash happened, so... Again, if I do one more save, I'm going to swap out these vehicles, and then we're going to call this an episode, I think, because that'll be a good amount of stuff. And then next time out, we're going to come down here and rebuild Walsall. And the reason I'm going to do that now rather than continuing the freight line down towards Dover and Sandwich, is so that the next episode, when we do that, we can then start running freight trains almost directly from Walsall down to those towns. It might be a bit too long distance still, considering what era we're in, but I think it would be a good idea to start running longer distance freight services, or at least looking at our logistics network and seeing if we can get some longer distance services running. I don't understand why this has to be... What's your stone? Can you carry stone? No. I don't understand why some of these lines have so many vehicles. Why does it have to be like this? It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to go through and put individual rates on these to make it not do that. That's... yeah. That seems a bit excessive to me. Like, do we need 73 vehicles on a line that basically runs 200 yards? I don't think we do. Let's do that one. Yeah, it's still a little bit jittery. I would say it's getting better. It could be a case of some vehicles are sort of inside other vehicles because of the way they've spawned, and it's just working that out right now. This is still somewhat annoying too. A way to fix that would be to have a, I think I said this before actually, a spur line that comes up to here and is connected to the freight depot down here. I think I'm going to do that just to get rid of some of this road traffic, and maybe even extend this line around to here, but that might be a problem for future me to try and solve. Alrighty then folks, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes, and let me know ways that I can optimize the game a little bit better as well to make it lag less. Besides all that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Like I say, it really helps me out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.